When it comes to structural design, one of the most important decisions an engineer must make is the choice of foundation. For this particular three-story residential building, the soil condition was weak, and using path footing would have meant that the load were not evenly distributed into the soil. That's why I opt for a beam raft foundation, a system designed to spread the load uniformly and ensure safety and stability. But choosing the right foundation is only the first step. What truly matters is how you detail and position the reinforcements, because beam raft foundation is completely different from conventional superstructure slab. The placement, the arrangement, and even the philosophy behind it must be carefully considered. In this video, I take you step by step through the complete slab detailing of a beam raft foundation from start to finish. I explain not just what to do, but also why it should be done that way. By the end, you will have a full understanding on how to approach, detail, and execute a beam raft foundation properly. If you ever want clarity on raft foundation reinforcement, this video will give you the professional insight you need. I'm Miracle Okeke Richard. Welcome to SamGoz Engineering, and in this channel, I help you develop the required skills and enhance your knowledge to elevate your engineering career. So if this is what you want, you can quickly subscribe. Like I have said before, we'll be carrying out the slab detailing of this beam raft foundation. Yes, the slab detailing. But there is one unique thing about this beam raft foundation. Let's come over to prime view. Let's wait for it to do. So the unique thing about this beam raft foundation, look, in our normal slab, you will be having this. Look at this. We'll be having this as a top reinforcement. But if you see in this foundation slab now, it is being ProtaStructure is giving to us as a bottom reinforcement. It is correct. Let's also check. Look at this one. It's giving to us as a bottom reinforcement. Why this one that we normally have in our normal conventional slab as a bottom reinforcement, we are now having it as a top reinforcement. Let's also check. Yeah, see, this top one is now bottom reinforcement once it comes to beam raft foundation. Okay, let me go over to story one so you see what I'm explaining. Let me go over to story one. So right now, I'm now in story one. So this is my story one, and if you see, this is my staircase region. That's why the hair is void. So if you see, look at it, it is on top T1. Look at it, it is on B1. That's bottom. It is on T1 top. It is on T again top. The Y here, it is not B. But once it comes to foundation, it is different. Yeah, I will explain the reason for this once I enter detailing proper. Even if you go to beam is also like that. In beam, our hugging moment is no longer at the top, but now at the bottom. But I'll still explain all this once we enter detailing. So right now, let's go over to AutoCAD. Coming over to AutoCAD, this is the foundation detailing that we got from ProtaStructure. But like I've always said, yeah, you can print this thing and submit to them as site. If they work with this, like, they will really get confused, and two, they will misinterpret what you have done. And once they misinterpret what you have done, this can result to building corrupt, because they will do rubbish aside, because this is not readable. They will not understand this. So, but we'll be using a template called stone bridge detailing template. This template will help us achieve a neat and well detailed drawing. Also, coming over to beam, if you see, look at, you won't even know the difference between our reinforcement and also our beam line. But in a normal sense, reinforcement should be thicker. Before, we just come over and just make it 0.3. Look at it, it is not thicker. Then we'll now do MA. That's to match property. Then we'll now start matching property. So this is how it is been done before. So that once somebody get your drawing, it will be readable and it will be clear and neat. But let me do Ctrl Z. That's to undo, because this is not what we'll be doing now. We'll be using stone bridge detailing template, and the link to that template is in this video description. You can get it and practice on your own. Well, just once you get it, you place it in your document folder, because if it is not in your document folder, you will not be able to use it properly. Like, it won't work. So right now, I'll do Ctrl C. I've done Ctrl C. I've copied it. So I'll now go over to stone bridge detailing template. This is the stone bridge detailing template. As you can see, this template is not just for ProtaStructure. Start Pro users can also use it. Even Orion users, they can also use it. And this template is not just for Pi foundation, or it is not just for Path foundation or white strip or slab lab. It is for all type of foundation. But right now, we are working on a beam flat foundation. So what I'll do is that I will click on this to take me to the template for beam flat foundation. So I'll click on this. So this is the stone bridge detailing template. If you can see, we already have a drawing that we can easily reference whenever we are doing our own detailing. And in our last video, we are able to accomplish this. This is that three-story residential building that you saw. But in our last video, we were able to do the beam. We were able to do the raft foundation react, and also
organize our beam. So this was done in our last video. If you missed it, you can watch it using the link in this video description.
Do you want to master structural design in just 10 days? I created a course where I carried out the full structural design of this residential building step by step. In this course, I broke down everything you need to know about structural design, starting from the fundamental engineering principle all the way to the practical detailing. Honestly, it is far more in-depth than anything you will find for free on YouTube. And think about it, if my free lessons are already this good, just imagine my paid courses where I poured out all my knowledge and real-life experiences. This 10-day structural design masterclass is all you need to become a confident and competent structural engineer. And the best part is, it is affordable because I consider that most of you are still students. So click the first link in this video description and access the course.
Then let's come over to the drawing that I got from ProtaStructure. So if you see it is not clear, so what I'll just do is that let me just copy only this one. I'll copy only one, I'll do Control C. That's Control C stands for copy. I'll come over to this stone bridge detailing template and I will do Control V. So Control V, I'll paste it there. So if you can see automatically, the line width has been increased. Look at it, the line width has been increased automatically. So this is the advantage of this stone bridge detailing template. In fact, there are many advantages of this template. You just wait as you are doing our detailing, you get to see the advantage of this template. So I'll come over to the drawing that I got from ProtaStructure. So I want to carry out the detailing of this slab, of this beam raft foundation slab. That's this slab. So what I'll do is I'll just make a copy of this here. I'll make a copy. I'll do CO, enter. CO stands for copy. Sorry, this is a mistake. I'll make a copy. I'll just do CO. That's CO, enter. So I'll copy this, I'll place it at this point. So what I'll do is that, I don't need all these things once it comes to detailing. Yes, I don't need all these things because I'll be using stone bridge detailing template. So I'll select all of them. Anything that I know I won't be needing, I'll select all of them. I'll just select all of them. Or everything, anything that you don't need, I won't also need this. And also, yeah, I will need all this. So I will now come, right click, then click on select similar. So if I click on select similar, you see everything has been selected. But if you zoom out, you see that some things are also selected here. So you hold your shift key. Once you hold your shift key, you deselect these ones. Yeah, they have been deselected now. I'll now type E, enter. E is for erase. So if you see now, I'm having a neater drawing. What I'll do, I'll still delete these ones because I don't also need these ones. So I'll still delete them. I'll also right click on select similar. Yes, I'll right click on select similar. I think this will be the last thing we'll be deleting. Then I'll zoom out. Once I zoom out, I'll hold my shift key. Then deselect these ones. DE, do E, enter. So right now I'm having a very clean and a very neat drawing. So what I'll be doing now is to copy this thing and paste it in stone bridge detailing template. This drawing right now. So I'll copy, do Control C. Control C is for copy, where you want to move into a new interface. So this is my stone bridge detailing template. Look at it now. So what I'll do, we have done this one in our first video, as I said before. So what I'll do now is that I'll come over to this point, do Control V, that's to paste it. So this is what I'm having right now. Then I'll come down to this point and get a sample from this stone bridge detailing template. That's why I say you should get this template, because you always need it, and get a sample. So I'll just do CO, enter. I want to copy this sample. So I'll copy this sample and I will place it at this point. Once I place it at this point, I will escape. So what I will do now is that I would like to match the properties of everything that is here. I would like to match it to this. Like for example, if let me shake, this is our beam line. Let's shake. This thing that is in the layer is beam line by layer by layer by layer. That's the layer. But let me come over to stone bridge detailing template. Let's shake. I will click on it. It is in NLNG beams, color 8, continuous, and 0.2. Yes, the reason why you match the properties of everything here to this is because even if you work with this now and still print it, it won't be readable. For example, this thing is just by layer. There is no line width. That means if you print it, it will be faint. But the one Stonebridge gave us, the line width is 0.2, and if you print it, it will be bold. Let's check the line width of this. Let's check the line width of this. If you see this one, this text is in by layer. That means the line width is 0. Also, let's also check the line width of this. The line width of this one is also in 0. That means if you print this, it will be readable as sight. People will be able to understand your drawing. That's why we are advising you to get this Stonebridge detailing template, because everything has been done automatically. So I'll try and match the properties of everything here to this. So right now I'll come over to beam. So what is the property of my beam? So if you check, it is N arrow NG beams, color 8, continuous, and 0.2. So I'll come over to this point. I'll click on this, right click, then click on select similar. I'll click on select similar and then come over to change the layer. So I'll come N, so move over to N. So look at N. So look at N. Okay, we'll go up small. We'll go up. So look at it here. Remember, we said it is in what? Color 8. Color 8 is in color 8. Then here it is continuous. Continuous. Look at, you click on continuous. Why here it is 0.2. 0.2. This is it. You must don't just change only this layer. Change these ones too. Yes, I'll escape. So this is what I'm having now. It's not looking like this. Then I'll come over to this my cantilever slab. Then I'll shake the layer. It is in NLNG concrete slab and is in by this by layer then 0.18. I'll escape and then I'll come over and click on this. I'll right click on select similar. So I'll come and click on this to change the layer. That's N arrow. Let's shake N. So we need to go up. So N. So look at it, NaLNG concrete slab. Here we have it as by layer, and here we have it as by layer. Why here we have it as 0.18? Please make sure you change this into 0.18, because if you don't change it to 0.18, if you print it, it will be faint. It will be faint. So so another thing you have to notice is that once it comes to this is their that whole slab that we included in ProtaStructure to counter overburden pressure. If you have not watched the design, go and watch it so you understand the reason behind this toe slab. It was to counter the overburden pressure, because you know that once it comes to this column now, for example, once it comes to this column, I'll just explain a little bit. This column now, we spread its load around this slab, and then this slab will now distribute the load coming to this column. Like this column, we spread it around this slab, then this slab will now help and distribute it to the soil evenly, have it with this high surface area, like the surface area that this column will spread its load is much. But coming over to this point now, this perimeter columns, they will only spread their load to this slab. They will only spread their load to this slab, that's in this direction. So if you check the surface area where they are spreading their load is not that much, that means that load will not really be spread evenly. That means we'll be having a very high punch here. Yeah, so to counter that high punch, we will now introduce this toe slab. Yeah, this is just a hint of what I explained in that design. If you want to get to know more about it, go and watch the video I did the design of this foundation, or this beam lab foundation, because I really explained it there very well. So because this load, the load coming to this need to be spread evenly, so that's why we included this toe slab, because if you allow it, the load won't spread evenly, and if you design, it will surely fail. Like it will surely fail in all these perimeter colors. Like it will be failing round these perimeter colors. Why? Because the load is not being spread evenly. You can just go and watch the video so you get to learn it more. So what I wanted to show is that all these cantilever lines, they are not in this, so they are not here. They are not here. So I will be deleting them one after the other. So I will come and delete and delete and delete. So I'll pause this video and delete everything sharp, so I won't waste time in this video. So I'll pause and delete. Right now, everything has been deleted. So if you can see, you're no longer seeing those cantilever lines. The next thing that we'll be doing is that if you can see, there is no grid line here. Yeah, I did not use grid line here. So I'll come and delete all my grid line. Yeah, so I'll have space while doing my detailing. Yes, that's the reason why this grid line was being deleted. So there will be space while doing my detailing. So I will delete this. I'll do E, enter. But remember, if you are finding this video helpful, please do well to like the video. You can do well to like the video. Then after this stage, next thing is that this my column colors, they are green in color. Yeah, they are green in color. So what I'll do is that I'll come over here, I'll click on this, click on select similar. Once everything has been selected, then I'll come and click on green. I'll come to this point, select this green color, so they will be green in color. Let me escape. I made a mistake. Let me copy this. I'll do CO, enter. Let me copy this. Yes, let me copy this and place it here. I mistakenly delete it. So next thing that we'll be doing now is to start our detailing proper. Yeah, because if you see, everything is done here. So I want to explain that thing I told you in ProtaStructure, that we will be always having that our top reinforcement has been converted to a bottom reinforcement. Yes, so let me explain it. I would like to explain using a diagram. Let me go and import that diagram and explain using that diagram. So I will be explaining it using this. Yes, I will be explaining it using this. So this is my slab. Yes, this is my slab. Then this is my beam. Yeah, and this is my beam. It's just like this is the slab detail. This is one of the slab detail that I have done. So this is my slab, then this is my beam, this is my beam, this is my beam. In a normal slab, we used to have top reinforcement. Look at it. This is the top reinforcement, and this is the top reinforcement. That's in a normal slab. Our top reinforcement looks like this, because the bending moment in a normal slab will go like this. It will go like this. Then here it will go up, come down, go up, come down. So for that moment, we used to provide this top reinforcement to counter those moments. But look at, this is a foundation beam. If you can see, this is our beam depth, and this is our beam depth. And if you see, it has changed. At here, we're having it to be at the top. Then we're having a bottom bar, which is our main reinforcement throughout the whole slab. Why, if you come to this foundation beam, look at how it looks. This top bar is running throughout the whole slab. Why we are now having this bottom bars to counter the moment. In this case, look at how the moment is, and the moment it will go up. Once you go up, it comes down and you go up again. So this moment coming down here, don't worry, let me explain it.
Do you want to master structural design and detailing in just 10 days? I created a course where I carried out the full structural design of this residential building from start to finish. In this 10-day structural design masterclass of this residential building, we carried out the structural framing, modeling, analysis, and design every structural members. We analyze the forces acting on them and design reinforcement to counter those forces. From there, we move into foundation detailing, part-based detailing, column detailing, slab detailing, even staircase detailing. We also sectioned and detailed our staircase and slab. And finally, I showed how to print and present your drawing professionally. This course is highly in-depth because I poured out my knowledge about structural design into it. Honestly, it's more in-depth than all the free structural design videos on YouTube. And think about it, if my free lessons here on YouTube are already this good, just imagine my paid courses. This is all you need to become a confident, competent structural engineer. It is an investment you will never regret in this life, because remember, the greatest investment with the highest return is the one you make on yourself. And the good thing is, this course is highly affordable because I consider the fact that most of you are still students. The link to this course is in this video description. It is the first link you will see. Go and enjoy every bit of the lesson. Do you want to master structural design in 10 days? This course will get you there.
So I'll be explaining using this. So you remember, this is my slab. Yeah, this is my slab, and then this is my beam. This is my beam, and this is my beam. Then on top here, we're having loads. Loads meaning that's life load and dead load. Example, refrigerator, maybe human beings walking up and down. So look at this is the free body diagram. So from here now, I can say that I'm having load acting on top of this slab. So look at, these are the loads. These are the loads. Then these are my beams. This is my beam, this is my beam, this is my beam. So this beam now is acting as a support, and also as a support. Yes, remember, if once this UDL, that this uniform distribution load, is acting on this beam, like the bending moment diagram will look like this. Yeah, this is just normal bending moment diagram. Once you're having this, so the bending moment will start from 0, then it will now go up. You are having hugging moment, then sagging moment, then it will now terminate at 0. Then if we are not providing reinforcement, we will provide our main reinforcement at the bottom. Yes, we'll provide our main reinforcement at the bottom. Then we'll now provide top reinforcement to counter this moment. That's the top reinforcement you are seeing here. We now provide top reinforcement. That's this top reinforcement you are seeing here. And also that's this top reinforcement you are seeing here. So we now provide top reinforcement to counter this moment. And then bottom reinforcement. Remember, just this top reinforcement will only occur at the point where you are having your beam. Yeah, it will only occur at the point where you are having your beam. So for that reason, that's why we do only place this top reinforcement in our beam zones. Look at it, in our beam zones, yeah. But bottom reinforcement, like, it's just only here that bottom reinforcement will not be really be needed. So but if you look at it, it will be very small. So for that reason, that's why we now decide to place our beam, that's our reinforcement, throughout the whole bottom slab. So that's why you used to have something like this. But then turn over to foundation beam. Hope you understood this. Look at it, our life load is acting downwards. Then this is our beam, these are our support, and this is how our bending moment diagram will look like. Then coming over to our foundation. So this is our foundation, and this is our foundation. So this is my column, this is also my column. Then this is now my slab. You understand? This is now my slab. So this column now is acting downwards. This column now is acting downwards. That's why you are seeing this. Like, load transfer in column. the beams, the floor, the slab will transfer its load to this to the beam. Then the beam will not transfer to the column. The column will not transfer to the foundation. Then foundation will not transfer to the soil. So look at it. The load is not transferring to this foundation slab. Yeah, this column now is transferring its load to this foundation slab. So if you see now, we are it will punch here. Like this is why we are having this moment here, because it will cause something like a punch here and also a punch here. Then don't forget, we are having soil beneath here. We are having soil here. So this soil now, look at it here. This soil now is acting as our UDL. This soil is acting as our UDL, and to this soil now tends to oppose the load coming from this column, thereby it will try to oppose the load coming from this column, thereby pulling this slab upward. Look at it, it will pull it upward. Then if once it trying to pull it upward, then we'll now be having moment at the top. We'll now be having moment at top. I don't know whether you understand. In this case, in the case of normal slab, our load, which is life load, that's human being and all these things, they are acting downwards. While in terms of foundation, the soil is acting upward. So the soil will not tend to, look at this slab, the soil will tend to pull it up. Yeah, not tend, the soil will pull it up. Then why the column will now cause a punch here, a punch here. Remember, in this one, it is our beam that is pulling this thing up, pulling this thing up, pulling this up, and to that's why we are having this hugging moment here. But in this case, column is pulling it downwards, and then our soil will now pull here up. So in terms of reinforcement, we will reinforce here. So this top reinforcement will not be our main reinforcement. Then coming over to the bottom, we'll just reinforce only here and only here to counter these moments here. So that's why if you come to foundation slab, look at it, we're having our reinforcement mainly at the top. Then we'll now come and reinforce this bottom area. It's just the opposite of this, just exactly like the opposite of this. Like for example, if here now, for example, it's just the opposite of this. For example, if I'm having this now here, if I'm having this here now, just is the same thing. Just the only thing you just interchange these two things once it comes to what foundation slab. Just interchange both of them, foundation slab, because of this change in moment. I hope you understood this and I explained here. The soil is acting upward, then our column is pulling our load downward. So for that reason, this is how our bending moment diagram will look like. The soil will try to pull the load upward, while the column will try to send this, we try to look at the slab, we try to pull this slab downward. That means here we'll not be having moment here. So we'll provide bottom reinforcement to counter this moment, and also our main reinforcement, which will now run throughout the whole slab, the top reinforcement. Yeah, I hope you have understood this. But before I continue, I would like to say something. There's one mistake I made during the course of this video. Yeah, but I could have started from beginning, but it will be time consuming. So I decided to leave it like this, but to make the correction before I start making that error. So the correction, what I want to make is that based on what I have explained now, remember, based on what I have explained now, that means this will not be our top reinforcement. This top reinforcement will be running across the whole slab. Yes, so you know that in normal slab, which is superstructure, we used to call these ones but B1, B2. Yeah, bottom reinforcement. But this is foundation slab, so it has changed. It won't be called B1 again, it will be called T1. So let me share, let's trace this one. If you trace, look at it, it is what? T1. That's this reinforcement. And if you trace this reinforcement, it will CB T2. That means it is top reinforcement. But during the course of this video, due to the fact I've done a lot of slab design of superstructure, slab design, so I was calling this B2, B1. Yeah, during the course of this video, I just want to correct it right now. So if I start making that mistake, you know that is a mistake. Like I called this, look at this, just I've detailed everything here. This is how this, okay, let me show you. This is what you get at by the end of this video. This you get, so look at it here, you get this is what you'll be able to achieve by the end of this video, because I've done this whole thing. So this is what you get, this is what you are going to learn by the end of this video, how to start from this and arrive at this. Yeah, but I just want to show you one mistake I made, that I was bidding, for example, and this now will be T1, but in a normal superstructure slab we call this B1 or B2, but in foundation we call it T. Yes, T. Look at it, T. Let's shake it. Look at it, T. Yeah, T. I've done the correction. Yeah, it's just that during the course of the video, I'll be calling it B1, B2, so you know that it is a mistake. Reason is because of this thing I've explained there. Look at it, there is interchange. At this point, this bottom reinforcement, it ran through this whole slab, but coming over to this point, it is the top reinforcement that ran through the whole slab. So that's why this thing is ready. So coming over to this point, this thing now is now my T, no longer B. Foundation, it is what? T, not B. Please understand this. And also another thing that I would like to explain is this. Yes, is this. You know that this thing during the course of the video, I was calling it lapping length. Yes, it is called lapping length, but normally this is called bottom bar. Bottom bar. Bottom bar. Let me show you the meaning of this. Let me come and show you. Look at it here. Look at it here. Is this thing? Let me use this. Is this thing that we're having here? Look at it. Have you seen it? Look at it here. Is this? Then it will now come and have it like this. It will now curve. That's this. Yes, that's this. Look at it. Is this bar? Look at it here. Look at it here. But I kept on calling it wrapping length so that you know what it means. So look at this bar now. Look at it. If you are seeing this is the top reinforcement, top reinforcement. Then this is my sidebar. This is my sidebar. Then this is my bottom reinforcement. Then come over to the section and look at how it looks like. Look at it. Top reinforcement, top reinforcement. Then I will be having a sidebar here. Then this is that bottom reinforcement, which you can also call wrapping length or bottom reinforcement. Just call it bottom reinforcement. That's it. So with this now, let's continue with this video. Yeah, I believe that you understood what I just explained right now. So right now, I'll start my detailing. So as you can see, all these my main bars, as you can see in normal reinforcement, that's superstructure. All my bottom bars in this foundation beam, it will not be top bars because of what I have just explained here. Because of the way the load is being transferred, the soil is trying to resist the load. So that's why we are having this. So that's why once it comes to foundation, you'll be seeing that my main reinforcement will be at the top. Like they must surely, you will see top reinforcement throughout. Like that top reinforcement must be there. The top reinforcement must be there. You must surely see it throughout. Then is this bottom reinforcement that will not be like a top reinforcement in superstructure? I don't know whether you understand what I just said now, but let's go over to design. So right now, I always like to, what is the layer? This layer is in A-shake, is in slab wrinkle. So I would like to choose this layer. Yeah, I normally like choosing this layer once it comes to slab detailing. So I'll go over to slab wrinkle. Slab wrinkle, where is this? Where is this? Where is this? Look at it. Slab. So look at it here. I always like to choose it. So once it comes to detailing, you can detail by panel. Yeah, someone can decide to be detailing panel by panel. After detailing this panel, he will detail this panel, he will detail this panel, he will detail this panel, or you can just decide to detail everything at once. Yeah, the last video I did about detailing, I did it panel by panel, but in this video I'm no longer doing panel by panel. I'll just do everything at once. In case if you want to learn how to do panel by panel, that I've done a video on detailing, yeah, that is about panel by panel. So right now I want my reinforcement. I'll type L, enter. I'll turn on my auto key. Is that like I come over to this point and click this, or I'll do Control F8. Sorry, I'll do Control F8. So once you do Control F8, your auto key will automatically turn on. So I'll do L, enter. So I'll be having my main reinforcement to run from here to here. Like I want it to run from here to here. Remember, we are not including here because this is a toe slab. Yeah, this is a toe slab. This is a toe slab. Look at the way it looks like. Look at it. Look at it. Let's go to the section that we did there in our last video. So look at this way it looks like. So this thing is at the bottom. So we are not detailing it now. We are only detailing this top one. After we'll not detail this toe slab, which is this outer ones. They are called toe slab. So once I have this, remember my concrete cover. All that I have as my concrete cover. I used in slab. I used 35 as my concrete cover. Why detailing? So I use 35. Then I'll put this thing downward by 35. That's my concrete cover. 35. I'll do enter. Then once I've done 35, I will now do L. I'll come and do L, enter. So L, enter. So what I'll do now is what? 35 plus 35. So what I'll be doing now is that, you know, our slab depth is 200. So I'll do 200 minus my concrete cover, which is 35. This one is for the bottom one, minus again 35. This one is for the top one. So I'll now be having what? 130. I'm having 130. So I'll do 130, enter. Yes, 130, enter. So once I've done 130, enter, then I'll now include my lap length. So what is my lap length? We are using diameter 16. And 2. Don't forget that your lap length is always 50 times diameter of your rebar. 50 times diameter of your rebar. So I'll do 50 times by 15 because we're using 15. So it will be what? So I'm using my lap length should be what? 800. So my lap length should be 800. I will just minimize. So I'll do 800. 800, enter. So this is it. I will not escape. So this is what I'm having right now. I hope you understand. Yes, this is what I'm having right now. So in this case, I'm having that okay, I'll come. That's why I say you should get stone bridge 10 template. I'll come and match property. I'll come and match property. So this I'll do MA enter. So I'll do MA enter. I'll come and match property. Yes, I'll come and match property. This. So I'll escape again. I'll come again and match property. I'll match this. This one is my bottom reinforcement. So I'll do MA enter. So this one is my bottom reinforcement. So my bottom reinforcement should be like this. It should be like this. Yeah, this is my bottom reinforcement and this is my top reinforcement. This reinforcement, I have it that it is running from here to here and also from here to here. Yeah, I have that is running from here to here and also from here to here. Once it comes over this side, I'll not detail this side. After, I'll mirror whatever I have here to this side because everything is the same. So I'll not detail here. Then after, I'll mirror everything I have here to this side. So this is what I said I'll be having. So I'll do L enter to call out my rebel. So I'll do L enter. It will run from here. Let me just drop it at this point. So I'll escape. Then remember our concrete cover. Our concrete cover, which is say that is what 35. I'll click 35 enter. So once you click 35 enter, this is what I have in here. Now I'll come over to this stone bridge detailing template and copy this. I'll copy this. I'll come and copy this. Do CO enter. So I'll write to copy from this point. So I'll copy from this point. I'll zoom out and come and place it at this point. So I'm having it here. So I'll write to change the color of this to red. Yes, I'll like to change the color to red. You can decide to just use any color of your choice. So I want to use red. So I'll also come over and copy the one of this side. I'll copy this. I'll do CO enter. I'll write to copy from here. I'll like to copy from here. I'll like to copy from here and I will place it at this point. So once I place it at this point, I also like to change the color of this to red. Yes, I would like to change the color to red. So I'm having this. So once I copy to this point, I'll mark this, do enter. I'll move it backward. That's my concrete cover, 35, enter. So this is what I'm having right now. Then I'll also come and copy out my call out. So this is my indicator. I'll like to copy my indicator. CO enter. CO enter. I'll copy my indicator from this point. I'll come and place my indicator at this point. Yes, I'll write to change the color of my indicator to yellow. Yes, this is the color I want. So this is what I'm having right now. So I said that this okay. Remember, I said that this will run from. Let's copy this. I'll do CO enter. I'll write to copy from the stream. Yeah, I'll write to copy from. I'll trace it. Yes, I'll trace it. So remember, I'll say that this will run from. I'll place it. I'll also place it at this point. I forgot to place this one before. Yeah, I'll also copy this. Do CO enter. I'll do CO enter. I'll copy from this point, and I'll also like to place it at this point. Yeah. So what I'm having now is that this reinforcement will run from here to here, and also from this point to this point. That's what I'm having. So I'll come right now and copy this. I'll copy this. Do CO enter. So once I do CO enter, I'll copy from this point, and then I'll come and paste it. I'll paste one here and also I'll paste one here. So this is what I'm having right now. So I'll also come again and copy another thing. Yeah, I need this. I'll do CO enter. I'll copy from this point. I'll move it backwards to. I'll paste it at this point. Yeah, so this is what I'm having right now. Then at this point, next thing to do is that we'll get the number of reinforcement running from here to here. So to get number of reinforcement running from there to there, we need to know the dimension. So our dimension, what is the distance from this point to this point? I'm having this. I'll right click again, repeat linear. What is the distance from this point to this point? I'm having this. So I'll come and click on my calculator. Okay, before I click on my calculator, how are we going to get the number of reinforcement running from here? So to get the number of reinforcement running from here to here, you do 3528 divided by number of your spacing. What is your spacing? You divide it by your spacing, the spacing of your reinforcement. So let's go and see what ProtaStructure gave us as our spacing. So I'll come over to this drawing that ProtaStructure gave us. So I'll come and zoom here. So I'll zoom here. So we're having the look at it, TY16 at 250. So the spacing that ProtaStructure provided for us is what? 250. But I will not be using this 250. Reason that I will not be using this, I'll be using the spacing of 200. Yeah, reason is because I'm in an African country, and I know that the country that I'm being located at, which is Nigeria, tamper with quality a lot. Like, remember we use T16. Their T16 now will be something like T15, T14, or even T13. So it's not enough. And also we use the yield strength of 460. And their reinforcement, the reinforcement that they will give or that I will buy from the market might no longer be the yield strength of 460. That the yield strength might just be something like 4 430 or even 420. Yes, so to counter these losses, I will not decrease the spacing by 200. In fact, the general advice I'll give anybody is that once it comes to slab detailing, please use 200 millimeter spacing at least. Yes, use 200 millimeter spacing at least once you come over to slab detailing. So I'll come over to this, and then what I'll do now is I'll come and pick up my calculator. I'll pick my calculator. What I'll do now is I'll do 3528 divided by 200. So what I'm having is what? 17.64. 17.64. So 17.64. I will not convert it to what? 18. That's 17 point. If it's 17 point, you convert it to 18. If it's 20 point, you convert it to 21. So I'll convert it to 18. So I don't need to adjust it again. So coming over to this point, I'll come over to my calculator again. I'm having 5255 divided by 200. So this is what I'm having, 26.27. So it will be 27. After this, I'm not bringing on my calculator. I'll just be using the calculator I have here. You can just press it in your own calculator. So I'll be having 27. So I'll change this into 27. I hope you are following. I'll change it to 27. So this is what I'm having right now. Then coming over to this point. So I'll not be doing, what I'll do now is 27 plus 18. So 27 plus 18 is 45. You can press it in your own calculator and shake. So it's what? 45. I'll do 45. This is not T16, not T12, T16. At T16, then my bar mark, since this is my first bar, it will be 0, 1. That's my first bar mark. This is 200. Then this is B. Yeah, B stands for bottom. I can start to use B1, anyone, B1 or B2. Once I come to my verticals will be B1, then my horizontals will be B2. Yeah, so that's what I want to do now. I don't want to include one way or two way slab. So I'll come and then click outside. Yes, so this is what I'm having right now. Then I've dated this and this. So next is that I'll copy this. Next is for this one. So but what I'll do is I'll just come over and copy this. I'll come and copy this and copy this. Yes, and do CO, enter. I'll copy from the extreme from this point. Then once I copy from this point, I'll just come and paste it at this point. Yeah, so this is what I'm having. But what I'll now do is that I'll take this thing backward. Yeah, I'll take this backward, so it will just run from that place to this place. So I'll now create another reinforcement. L, enter. So this one will be running from here. Okay, let me just extend it out first. So let me just extend it out. So this will be running from this point to this point. That this bar, it will just run from here to here. So I'll come select this. CO, enter. I'll copy from this point and then I'll place it at this point. Then escape. Then do TR, enter. I'll trim off this. Yes, and then I'll come back again and copy this. I'll come and copy this. Do CO, enter. I'll copy it from this point. Yeah, once I copy from this point, I'll come and paste it at this point. Yeah, so this is what I'm having. I'll come and copy this. I'll copy the CO, enter. Yes, I'll copy this from here and then I'll paste it at this point. Yes, since this is big, I can just decide to scale it down a little bit. Okay, let's just check the number of bars. So I'll click on my dimension. What is number of bars running from here to here? So I'm having it to be 1130. So what I did is 1130 divided by 200. So I'll be having 5.65. 5.65. So that means I'll be using 6. It will not be 6. So I'll do 6. Yeah, 6. Then I'll like to delete all these dimensions because I don't need them again. Yeah, I don't need them again. So I'll do E, enter, because I don't need them again. Then I'll scale this. I like to scale this down. In fact, I like to scale. Okay, I like to scale this down. Do SC. That's to scale down. Enter. I like to scale it down by 0.75. So I'll select my base point. So I want this to be my base point 0.75. Enter. So this is what I'm having right now. And then I'll like to move it a little bit. Enter. I like to move it a little bit to this point. I also scale. Okay, let me leave this one like this. So at this point, after this, I've gotten this. What I'll do again is that I'll copy this. Do CO, enter. Yes, I'll copy it from this point and I'll place it at this point. Then I'll double click on this. I'm having 6. Just 6, T16. This will be O2 at 200. B1 again. 1. So this is what I'm having right now. So after this, remember I've detailed here. I've also detailed here. And I've detailed here. So next thing is to detail this bottom part. So I'll do L, enter. Yes, I'll do L, enter. I will now from here to here. Remember, you stop here because this is a toe slab. So I'll come and click on this. then take it back by 35. That's my concrete cover. L, enter. Escape, L, enter. That's my line. Take it back by 130. You can remember how we got 130. Enter. Then take it back by 800. I hope you remember how we got 800. Enter. So this is what I'm having right now. I'll then come and match property. I'll come and match property. MA, enter. I'll come and match my property. So this is what I'm having right now. I'll escape again. I'll come and match this top reinforcement property. CO, enter. So, sorry, not CO. Sorry, forgive me. MA, enter. That's to match property. So I'll come over and match this property. So right now I'm having this. This will run from here to here. Yeah, this will run from here to here. So I'll do L, enter. I'll do L, enter. I'll do L, enter. I'm having it from this point. I'll take it outwards. Escape. So I'll try to bring this a little bit downwards. Yeah, I'll try to bring it a little bit downwards. So I'll try to have it here. So I'll come over to this point and I'll copy this. I'll like to copy this. I'll do C O enter. So C O enter. I'll copy it from this point and then I'll come and place it at this point. Escape T R to trim out because of my concrete cover. Then I also like to come again and copy this. I like to come and copy the CO enter. Yes, I'll copy this from this point. Then I'll come and I'll paste it at this point. Then right now I'll copy this again. I'll do CO enter. I'll do CO enter. I'll copy from here and I'll paste it at this point. Yes, I'm having this. Don't forget, I will forgot to include our indicator. Yeah, I forgot to include our indicator. CO enter. We'll copy this indicator from this point and then we include it at this point. Yes, I'll also come and include this indicator at this point and then also we'll check. Okay, remember there's what is called lapping length. Yeah, because these two things, this reinforcement and this reinforcement, they need to lap. Remember, once this thing is running from here to here, it will lap with this. While once you come over from this point to this point, it will not lap with this. Then from this point to this point, it will not lap with this again. I hope you understand. So right now, to include, we must include the lapping length. So lapping length is, remember, lapping length, we say that it is what? 50 times the diameter of what? Rubber, which is 50D. And we are using our D here is what? 16. So we are using 50D, which is what? 800. To include that, my lapping length, I'll do 800. Yeah, enter. Yes, so at this point, once this it will lap with this, then once it's at this area, it will now come and lap with this. So this is what I'm having right now. So I'll check the dimension to know what will be the number of reinforcement that will run through here. So I'll check from here to here. So I'm having it to be 5103 divided by 200. So I'm having it to be 25.5, which will now be 26. I'll double click on this and change it to 26. So I'll delete. I'm having 26. So this is what I'm having right now. So I'll come over and copy one of this. I'll come over and copy one of those. CO enter. So I'll copy this from this point. And then take it downward. I'll like to place it at this point too. Then remember we're having 26. So I'll come and double click on this. 26. So I'll delete 26. T12. This will not be O3, and this will be 200 B1. So it's okay with me. Then coming over, my next reinforcement will run from here downwards. So what I'll do is I'll just come over and copy this. Do CO enter. I'll just come and copy this and place it at this point. Yes, I'll come and then highlight this, extend it to extend it downward to this point. Then I will take it back 35, my concrete cover, enter. Then I'll now escape, L, enter, to include my sidebar, which is what? 130 millimeter, enter. Then I'll now include my lapping length, which is what? 800, which is also serving as bottom bar. So I'll click enter. Then I'll come and match property, MA, enter. So once I have MA, enter, I'll match this property with this. Then I'll escape, MA, enter. I'll match this property with this. Then I will now L, enter. This will run from here to here. So I'll indicate it that is running from, I like to use this area that is running from this point to this point. So I'll come and I'll pick my indicator, CO, enter. My indicator, I'm having this as my indicator. I'll place it at this point. Remember, we're having a concrete cover of 35. So I'll take it back by 35, enter. Yes, this is what I'm having. I'll come over to this point and select the CO, enter. So I'll select this I'll copy this and then come and place it at this point. Then next is that I'll come and copy this. CO, enter. I'll copy this from this point and then I'll come and place it at this point. Yes, this is what I'm having right now. And then I'll come and copy my red at this to know the number of reinforcement running through here. So I'll place it at this point. I'll escape, then click on my dimension to find out the number of reinforcements I'm having it running from this point to to this point. So I'm having it to be 386, 368. So I'll escape 3682 divided by 200. So I'm having 18.4, which will now be 19. You can press it in your calculator to verify 18.4. So I'll now be using 19. So I'll be using 19. Then I'll come over and copy this. I'll do C O enter. I'll come over and copy this and I'll place it at this point. Then remember it's 19. So I'll double click on this. Yes, I'm having 19, T16. This will now be 04. 200 B1. So I'm okay. If you can see, I've provided all my vertical bars. Next thing is to provide these bars. That's the horizontal bars. Yes, that will be the horizontal bars, and the horizontal bars will now be my B2.
If you are finding this video helpful, please don't keep it to yourself. You can do well to share it. If you're a student, share the link of this video in your class group. If you're a practicing engineer, you can also share the link of this video in your work group. You can do it right now. In fact, it won't even take you up to 10 seconds to do it. Just pause this video, click the share link, and then send it to your class group or your work group so that more people will get to see this and they will also learn alongside you.
So coming over to horizontal slab, I like to have a bar running from here to here. So I'll type L, enter. So L, enter. I'll be having a bar running from this point to this point. Yes, I'll escape, come over, click on this, include. I'll now put in my concrete cover, which is 35, enter. I'll escape, L, enter, include my sand bar, which is 130, and I believe you know how I got it. That's 200 minus 35 minus 35. 35 is my concrete cover, both for top and bottom. Then I'll do enter, and then I'll now include my lap rate, which is what, 850 times the diameter of our ray bar. So this is what I'm having right now. So I'll click on this MA, that's to match property. So I'll match the property of this. Then I'll come and click on this top reinforcement and also match property. So this is what I'm having right now. I'll do L, enter to call it out. I'll do L, enter to call it out. Okay, wait. I'll like to call it out this from this side. I'll like to call it out from this side. So I'll like to call it out from this side. I'll just drop it at this point here. Then I'll come over to this point, include my concrete cover, include my concrete 25. Sorry, 35, enter. So I will escape, come over to this point and copy one of this. Yes, I'll copy one of this. I'll do CO, enter. I'll copy it from this point. I'll then come and place it at this point. Let's come over to this point. I'll place it here. So remember, I said I would like the color of this to be red in color. So I'll choose red. Yes, so I'll come and also copy another one from here. I'll copy another one from here. I'll do CO, enter. So I'll copy from this point. Yes, I'll come over to my drawing that I have here and I'll paste it at this point. I'll paste it here. Then I'll click on this, do M, enter. That's to move it downward by 35, my concrete cover. So this is what I'm having right now. Then I'll copy this indicator, CO, enter, to copy this my indicator. I'll copy this my indicator and I'll place it at this point. Sorry, I don't copy this from the center. M, enter. So I'll place it at the center. So this is what I'm having right now. I'll try to move this a little bit, move it away from this line. So I'll place it here. So this is what I'm having. So let me come and pick up this. I'll come and pick this up from here. I'll pick this. I'll do CO, enter. So I'll do CO, enter. I'll copy from this point and I'll come and place it at this. I'll like to place it here. So I'll now check the number of reinforcement running from this point to this point. I'll come and click on my dimension. I'll check from what's the dimension from this point to this point. I'm having it to be, let's zoom. I'm having it to be 4956. So I'm having it to be 4956 divided by 200. So I'm having it to be 25. So I'll escape. I'm having it to be 25. So I'll double click on this. So I'm having it to be 25. So this is what I'm having it to be. Then next thing, I forgot to change the color of this. Yeah, I forgot to change the color of this. So I forgot to change the color. Okay, let me just select it. And then I'll come over and change the color to red. Yes, this is what I want the color to look like. So right now I'm through with this. Then I like another reinforcement to run like this. I'll do L, enter. I like to have another reinforcement running from this point to this point. Yes, okay, let me drop it at this point. Remember, here is a slab. Yeah, here is a slab because this is foundation. So here is a slab. So I like to have a reinforcement running from here to here. Yes, and I would like that reinforcement to move into this slab. That will be the wrapping length. The wrapping length of any reinforcement I will provide here. So I like to move by 800, which is the wrapping length. I'll click on enter. Control Z. So I'll click on this again. I'll extend it by 800, which will be my lapping length. I'll click on enter. So this is what I'm having. I'll come and match property. I'll match property MA, enter. I'll match this property. So this reinforcement now, I'll like it to be running from, I'll type here, enter. So it will be running from this point. It will be running from this point upward. So I'll escape. I'll come and copy this. I'll copy this. I'll copy, do CO, enter. I will trace this line downward. So I'll copy it from here and then I'll come and place it at this point. So I'll now do TR, enter, which is to trim out this. So I'll trim out this. So this is what I'm having right now. I'll also come and copy. I'll also come and copy this top one. I'll copy this top and do CO, enter. I'll copy from this point. So I'll copy and I'll come and paste it. I'll paste it here. And I also forgot I'll paste another one here. This one I should have pasted it. So I'll copy this again. I'll copy again from here. Do CO, enter. Do CO, enter. Then I will trace back this line again. Go copy from here. Then I'll come back at this point and place this here. Yes, I'll place it here. So this is what I'm having. So this reinforcement, it will run from here to here and then from here to here. I have another reinforcement that will run from this point to this point and then this point to this point. I hope you understand. So at this point, I'll come and copy this. I'll do CO, enter. So I'll copy this from here and I would like to paste it at this point and also at this point. Yeah, this is what I'm having. So I'll now check the dimension to know the length. So I'm having that from this point to this point, from this point to this point is to 17.24. Then 17.24. I'm having that from here to here is, from here to here, I'm having it to be, that's 292.9. So I'll use my calculator, 2929 divided by 200. So I'm having 14.6. So I'll be using 15. 14.6. So I'll be using what? 15. Yes, I will delete 15. So this is what I'm having. Why here it will be 1724. 1724 divided by 200. So I'm having it to be 8.6. 8.6. That means we'll be using 9. We'll be using 9. So I'll delete 9. So I'll come over. Since I don't need the dimensions again, I'll delete them and also delete them. Enter. So I'll come over to this point and copy one of this. Yes, I'll come and copy one of this. CO, enter. I'll copy from this point. I'll copy from this point and then I'll paste it at this point. Yes, at this point. I don't even call out this. So I'm having this. So in this case, this one is what? 25. 25. So I'll double click on this. It is 25. I'll double click on this. I'm having it to be 25. T16. So what is my number? Oh, the last one I did was 4. So this will be 05. That's 0505. And this is 200. This will be my B2. Yes, B2. So this is what I'm having. And then I'll come over to this one. So I'm having it to be 15 plus 9, which will give us 24. So I'm having to be 24, 12, 16, 06, 06, that's the bar mark, and this will be 2. So this is what I'm having right now. Then remember I said another bar will run from here to here. Another bar will run here. I'll do L, enter, and indicate this bar. There will be a bar here from here to here. Let me smash the property. MA, enter. I'll click on this. Yes, the reason why this one do not start from here is because of this offset here. Yeah, it's because of this offset. That's why this one. If not, if you have to remove this offset, I will just run this bar throughout. I'll run it and stop here. But because of this offset, that's why I couldn't. So right now, I'll take this thing to this point and then include my wrapping length of what? 800 millimeter. The wrapping length, that's 50 times diameter of that. Yeah, I've explained it before. Then come over to this point and also include, I'll drop it at this point. Then I'll then click again, include my wrapping length, 800 millimeter. I'll click on enter. So this is how this bar will look like. Then remember this bar and this bar, they will run from here to here. So I'll just copy these things. I'll copy the properties of this bar. I'll copy the properties of this bar. Yes, because they will be almost the same thing. Yes, they're almost the same thing. So I'll also copy this and then also copy this. I'll do CO, enter. CO, enter. Yeah, CO, enter. I'll move this to this point. I'll like to place it at, okay, I'll like to place it at this, let me shift a little bit at this point. So yeah, this one I'm having right now. Then what I'll do is that for this one, I'll take it downward. I'll do enter. So I'll bring it downward. I'll bring it to this point, but don't forget our wrapping length. Don't forget our wrapping length. Enter. So not our wrapping, our concrete cover, which is what 35. Enter. So at this point, this one I'll like to scale it down a little bit because it will not be big. So I'll like to scale it down from here. I'll like to see it by 0.8. Enter. Yeah, so it will be smaller. And then I'll like to move it downward a little bit. I'll like to move it downward a little bit if I'll drop it at this point. So this is what I'm currently having. So at this point, I'll do TR, enter. I'll like to trim off this. Yes. So this is what I'm currently having, but remember here will not be 15. So let's check what here will be. So I'm having, so we'll click on dimension. I'm having that from here to here is 25. I'm having it to be 2550 divided by 200. So I'm having it to be 12.75. So definitely it will be what 13. So definitely it will be 13. So we'll change it to what 13. So we'll change to what 13. That's 13. I'll click outside. So this is what I'm having now. So right now we have successfully dimension. So we are still, yeah, provided reinforcement for here, and also this one. So next will be for this slab and then this slab. I'll do L, enter. Okay, what I'll do is I'll pause this video and do for here and here in order to save time. I'll pause the video, do for here and for here in order to save time. As you can see, we're already through with this. Yeah, so look at this, look at what we have done. So we're already through with this. So the next thing that we'll be doing now is that I got to notice something. You know, I did not explain about one-way slab and two-way slab. Yes, one-way slab is when your LY over LS is greater than 2. Yes, when your LY over what LS is greater than 2, that means it will be a one-way slab. But if it is less than 2, that means it is a two-way slab. And one-way slab will only reinforce this shorter span. Yes, will only reinforce the shorter span. Then this horizontal one will now be called distribution bar. Yeah, because the moment is really acting in this shorter length. So our main reinforcement, this is our main reinforcement coming to one-way slab. But if it comes to a two-way slab, both this and this, both of them are our main reinforcement because moment is acting both in Y direction and in S direction. But in this one-way slab now, moment is acting only in the shorter span. So in this case, moment is acting in the S direction. So for that reason, this is our main bar. Why this is the distribution bar? That is for one-way slab. If LY over LS is greater than 2. So let's check and know whether this is a one-way slab because this is what I got to notice now. So sorry. First of all, let's check dimension. I'll click on the dimension. So I'm having this as my dimension. So from here to here, this is 1200. I'll right click again. Then I'll check from this point to this point. So I'm having 2250. I'll come to my calculator. I'll do 2550 divided by 1200. So I'm having 2.12. So if you can see, this is a one-way slab because the ratio of my LY over LS is greater than 2. That means I will just click on this E, enter. That means this is my main reinforcement. So I'll call this one B1 because this is my main reinforcement. So I'll trace it. I'll just trace it. Look at this here. I'll double click on it. I'll double click on it, and then call this I'll call it B1. Then I'll come over and trace this one. This one will now be my B2, which is a distribution bar. So I'll trace it. Look at it here. So it is my B2 and it is a distribution bar. Reason why it is B2 is because write it 2. So reason why we not apply this in this one because this is a two-way slab. Once it comes to a two-way slab, moment is acting on both S axis and on both Y axis. So moment is acting this side, moment is acting on this side and also this side. So you can call anyone B1 and you can call anyone B2, but it's advisable to call this shorter one B1 even though it's a two-way slab. But you can call anyone B1 because it is still a two-way slab. But in one-way slab, please try and call the one along the shorter span B1 because it is carrying the main reinforcement. In this case, for this shorter span, this is my main reinforcement and this is my distribution bar. Why in two-way slab, this is my main reinforcement and this is also my main reinforcement. Both of them are main reinforcement. So with this now, after I've explained now, if you shake, this is a one-way slab. Yeah, this is a one-way slab. Okay, let's shake it so you see it on your own. So I'll come over and shake. What is the dimension from this point to this point? So I'm having it to be 5025. I'll also shake from this point to this point. I'm having it to be 2000. So I'll come over to my calculator and do 5025 divided by 20000. So I'm having 2.5. That means it is a one-way slab. So that means my member will be along here. Will be this. My member will be the bar that I will place here. Why the horizontal one will be called my distribution bar. So I'll click on this, do E, enter. Then I'll come over and do L, enter. So I'll do from this point to
this point. Yes, so this will be my member. I'll click on this MA, that's to match property. So I'll come over to this point and match property. You know, I told you I extended this line so that it will serve as a wrapping length to this. That's why I extended this line, if you can remember. Then this bar now will run from this point. It will run from here down to this point. Yes, this bar, it will run from here down to this point. So let's call it out. L, enter. So we'll call it out. We're having that, right? You're having it to be go like this. We'll escape. So I'll come and input, okay, I'll offset 35, my concrete cover. So I'll do 35, enter. So I'll come over to this point and do CO, enter. Then I'll copy this from this point. I'll copy it from this point and I'll come and paste it here. Yes, this is what I'm having. I'm okay with it. Then I'll come and copy one of these from here. Yes, and do CO, enter. Then I'll copy from this point. Yes, I'll come over to this point and I will place it at this point. Then I'll escape. Then I'll come over to this point and copy these two things. I'll do CO, enter. I'll copy from this point and I'll come and paste it at this point. Yes, so this is what I'm having right now. Then I'll copy my indicator. I call this indicator CO, enter. I'll copy my indicator. I'll copy it from this point and I'll come over to this point and I'll place it here. Then once I've done this now, I'll now copy this. I'll come and copy the CO, enter. So I'll copy this from here. I'll copy it from here. Then I'll come over and paste it. I like to paste it here and I would like to paste it also at this point. Then next is to check the number of this rebar that will be running across this slab. So I'll come over to this point. I will check what is the dimension from this point to this point. I'm having it to be this. I will right click again. What is the dimension from this point to this point? I'm having it to be this. So you can use your own calculator and press it on your own. So I will do 3,875 divided by 200. That's the spacing. So I'm having 19.3. So it will automatically turn into 20. 19.3 is 20. Sorry, is 20. So I will click on it. I'll click here, delete, I'll do 20. So this is what I'm having. I'll come over this one, 5,025. So I'll do 5,025 divided by 200. So I'm having 25.1. So which will automatically turn into 26. 25.1. So it will not be 26. So this is what I'm having right now. I will escape. So I don't need this again. And I don't need this again. I'll do E, enter. Sorry, I'll do E, enter. So this is what I'm having right now. I'll come over to this point and call this out. I'll do CO, enter. So I'll copy from this point and I'll paste it at this point. So this is what I'm having now. I'll now do 26 plus 20, which will give me 46. So I'll double click. So I'm having it to be 46. This thing, then 09. Our last bar is this, so it is still O10. Now this one will not be O10, that's 10. Then 200, this will not be B1 because this is the one way slab and this is my main reinforcement. So this is B1. So this is what I'm having right now. So I've done for this. Then I'll now provide a reinforcement that will run from this point to this point. So I'll do L, enter. So I would like to check what is the distance from here to, sorry, I should have clicked on the dimension. What is distance from, because you know the length of our river, the normal length of our river is 12 meters. So I'll check what is the length from here to here. So I'm having to be 9.6. So 9.6 is not up to 12 meters because normal length of your river is 12 meters. So make sure that this line is no more than 12 meters. But our advice will be, since this is an African country, that's where I'm located, 12 meters, their 12 meters might be 11.5 or even 10.5. So our advice is to just take it as 10.5. So since this is still 9, so it's still okay for me, I'll do L, enter. So I would like my this reinforcement to run from this point to this point. Yes, sorry, I made a mistake. Let me now extend it. So it should have been from here to this point. Then I'll include my concrete cover. Sorry, I'll include my concrete cover of what, 35. I'll click on enter, then come over to this point again and also include my concrete cover of 35. Click on enter, escape, do L, enter. So L, enter. Remember what we said, it is 130, enter, then 800, enter. That's our bottom bar. So I can also come over to this place and do L, enter, and also do the same thing. 130, enter, and then 800, enter. So this is what I'm having right now. Then I'll come and click on this MA, enter. That's to match property. M is to match property. I'll match this property and I'll scroll up and also match this property. Then I'll come to my top reinforcement and select one. I'll do MA, enter. Yeah, I'll match property with this and I'll also scroll down
then match property with this. So this is what I'm having right now. I will escape, then I'll call this out. I'll do L, enter. So I'll like to call it out from, let me say, I'll like to call it out from which point now? I'll like to choose, let me take up. I'll like to call it out from this point. So I'll like to call it out from this point. Yeah, it will go like this. So this is what I'll be having. I'll just drop it at this point, then I'll escape. So I'll offset it back, which is my concrete cover of 35, enter. Then I'll come and copy this. I'll copy this, CO, enter. I'll copy it from this point. I'll come and paste it at this point. Sorry, I'll paste it at this point. Then I'll escape, and then I'll copy this one. I'll come and copy this, CO, enter. I'll copy it from this point, and I'll also come and paste it at this point. Yeah, I'll paste it at this point. I'll escape. I'll do CO, enter, and I'll copy from this. I'll copy this from here, and I'll paste it at this point. So this is what I'm having right now. Then I'll come and copy this, CO, enter. I'll copy this from this point, and I'll like to place it at this point. So I'll now check what is the length from, to know what is the length from here to here. So I'm having it to be 1930. So I'll do 1930 divided by 200. So I'm having 9.6. 9.6 will automatically turn into 10. Yeah, I'm having 9.6, so it will not turn into 10. So I'm having 10. So this is what I'm having right now. So I'll come and copy. So this is my, remember, this one will be my B2. B2. I'll come and copy this. I'll do CO, enter. I'll copy it from this point to this point. So this is what I'm having right now. So I'll come and check. It is 10 in number. 10 in number. So my last one was 10. That's the last bar mark. So I'll double click on this. I'll double click on this. So I'm having 10 numbers, T16, and the bar mark now will not be 11, Y, and this will not be B2. Hey, I saw something right now. Yeah, we have been making a mistake. This should be T1, T1, T2, because this is foundation beam. This is foundation slab. This is foundation slab. And I've been saying B, 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 B. Oh, from what we explained here, that the moment is acting at the top because of the soil. So all these things that I'm having as B1, B2, B3 should all be T. They should all be T. This is the mistake I've been making since, and I forgot. But don't worry, I'll pause this video and change everything. It's still the same thing, like it's still the same way, like the same way we did normal slab. That's also the same way we did foundation slab. It's just that your B's will not turn into T, while your T's will not turn into B. That's your top reinforcement in normal slab. Once it comes to foundation slab, it now turn into bottom reinforcement. Your bottom reinforcement in normal slab, once it comes to foundation slab, it now turn into top reinforcement because of this moment I explained here, because of what I explained here. And we have been making these mistakes since. So I'll pause the video and change everything to T. Is this ones that will not be B's? I forgot. Please pardon me. So I'll pause the video right now and change all of them. So we are through with it. Please pardon me for that huge error. Yes, pardon me for that huge error. Yeah, it's a mistake. I don't know. I didn't really know. Yeah, I forgot. So all this should be top reinforcement. All this should be top reinforcement. In normal slab, whatever that is your top reinforcement in normal slab, once it comes over to foundation slab, it will become a bottom reinforcement because of this thing I explained here. Yeah, it's just that I forgot. Yeah.
Are you a civil engineer? Let me ask you a question. What if in just few days from now, you can pick up any architectural plan, confidently carry out its full structural design and detailing, and start earning from it? Sounds unreal, right? Stay with me because I'm about to show you exactly how. I created a 10 days intensive structural design and detailing masterclass to show you step by step how real structural design is done in practice, and this course is designed to last for 10 days. Before I show you what you are going to learn, this is the architectural plan we'll be working with, and we will carry out its structural design and detailing. Day 1 of this course is all about structural framing, also known as general arrangement drawing. Here, we will master the governing principles in column placement, beam placement, and slab paneling. Day 2 is all about modeling in ProtaStructure, where we will model our architectural plan using the software ProtaStructure. Day 3 is all about analysis and design, where we will analyze the forces acting on each structural members, that is slab, beam, column, and foundation, and then design the reinforcement required to counter those forces. We will also learn interactive design, where we don't just accept what the software suggests, but validates it using manual engineering principle. Day 4 is all about foundation detailing. Day 5 will be about part-based footing detailing. Day 6, column detailing. Day 7, beam detailing. Day 8, slab detailing. And you will understand the governing principles in slab reinforcement. That is how to place your top and bottom bars and how to detail a slab section. Day 9 is all about staircase detailing and east sectioning. Day 10, you will learn how to print and present your drawing in a way that looks professional. In this course video, you are going to get the architectural plan we use and also a complete structural design drawing of this architectural plan. And finally, you will get a step-by-step video course on structural design and detailing of this architectural plan. For now, I'm giving it out at 80% discount. If you buy it today, you will get it at a discounted rate, and we have bonus packages for the first 100 people only, which includes structural design and detailing template I personally use, structural engineering CV template to help you stand out for any job application, free installation of ProtaStructure and AutoCAD software, and finally, access to our online engineering community where we share engineering tips on daily basis so you stay sharp and never get outdated. But all this is only for the first 100 people to subscribe. Don't miss this chance to close the gap between theory and practice. Click the learn more button and get the course now.
And to start this video from the beginning, it will be time. Yeah, it will be time consuming. So I just say, let me just edit it here. So what we'll be doing now is that we'll be providing bottom reinforcement. Normally in our normal slab, we call it top reinforcement. But since this is a foundation beam, since this is a foundation slab, it is bottom reinforcement. So we'll be providing our bottom reinforcement. That's across any continuous beam. Anywhere we're having continuous beam, we'll provide bottom reinforcement. Why do we say that it's only anywhere we're having continuous beam? Look at this beam now. Look at this beam now. The moment we go like this, it will start from this point and terminate here. So moment here is 0, y moment here is 0. But for continuous beam, let's use this as an example. For continuous beam, the moment will go like this, it will sag, it will go up, hugging moment, it will sag, it will go up, hugging moment. So we do provide that top reinforcement to counter those hugging moments. Why in normal beams there is no hugging moment? Yeah, but in this case, this is foundation slab, so it is called bottom reinforcement because it is a foundation slab, not top reinforcement. So it is called bottom reinforcement. So we'll be providing our bottom reinforcement. So our bottom reinforcement will provide bottom reinforcement for this, this is a okay, this extreme ones, this perimeter slab, we are not providing bottom reinforcement for them because of this is their bottom reinforcement already. This and this, yeah, this thing, this and also this is their bottom reinforcement already. So we are not providing for perimeter we are not providing for perimeter beams, so it's just only for these ones. So we'll provide bottom reinforcement for this, provide for this. I think for this one we will not provide because we will not provide for this because it's a simply supported. So we'll provide for this and this. Then in terms of horizontal, we'll provide for this and we'll also provide for this. And after providing for this too, we mirror everything that we have here to this. So we'll be having a very good detailed slab. So right now let's start. So in providing bottom reinforcement for this, we'll come and check the length. We'll come and check the length of our slab. So in providing this bottom reinforcement, I'll check what is the distance from this point to this point. So I'm having this. I'll also right click again, linear. I'll check since I'm having this slab and this slab. Okay, don't worry, I will still show you what I'm trying to explain later. So I'll check this one from here to here, this, and I will right click again, repeat linear, and then check the distance from here to here. So I'm having this. So this is what I'm having. So to get, remember, bottom reinforcement, some will enter here while some will also enter here. So to get the amount that will be entering here will be within the length of this slab times 0.25, length of this slab times 0.25. Why for this area within the length of this slab times 0.25, the length of this slab times, so in this case for here we'll do length of this slab times 0.25, and coming over to here we'll also do length of this slab times 0.25. But because of construction issues and also to avoid confusion at site, we will just provide one reinforcement that will run from here to here, one length of reinforcement that will run from here to here. Because if you tell them aside to provide a bottom reinforcement from here to here and then another bottom reinforcement from here to here, they might get confused. Yeah, so to make it simple, to make the work seamless, so we'll provide one bottom reinforcement running from here to here. That means we'll be using the length of this slab to judge this, because if it passes here, that means definitely it must surely pass here. Yeah, so we'll be using the length of this slab. So our first of all, so let's check what will be the length of our bottom bar entering into this slab. So I'll come over to my calculator, and I'll do 3225 times, that's 3225 times 0.25, so equal to, I'm having that the rent that will enter here is what, 806, but I would not like to use 806, so I'll just approximate it to 850. So I'll be having 850 entering here. Then coming over to this one, I will just, let me erase, I'll do 5025 times 0.25, which will be giving me 1,256, but I'll just approximate this to 1 3, or yeah, I can just approximate it to 1 3. Yeah, let me just, I'll approximate it to 1 3. So this is 850 and this is 1 3. So I'll come and minimize my calculator. I'll do L, enter, and do, I'll just do a line here to be able to locate the center of this slab. I'll do L, enter. So I'm having that from here to here is 1,300. Yes, 300. I'll click on enter. I'll escape again. I'll do L, enter, and I'm having that from here to here is what, 850. 850. So enter. So I'll come highlight this and erase this, E, enter. Then I'll come and match property, because this is the top reinforcement, this is the bottom reinforcement. I'll click on enter and I'll match this property with this. So this is what I'm having right now. So once you are through with this, you come and dimension it for them, so those aside will know what this, the dimension of this. So I'm having 1,300. I'll right click again and for check from here to here. Then I'm having this, yes, 850. Then I'll check where is this running from. I'll do L, enter. So it is running from this point to this point to just this point to this point. Yeah, but I'll extend this line outward, so I'll shift. So but I would like to move this downwards a little bit. Enter. I would like to move it downward a little bit, so it will be somewhere, something like here. Okay, no, I would like to move it up again, sorry. Enter. I like to move it to, let me say, somewhere like this place. Yes, so I'm having something like this. Then I'll come and copy my indicator. I'll do, okay, I'll just come and copy these two things. I'll just come and copy this and also copy this and do CO, enter. So once I do CO, enter, I'll pick it from this point. So I'll pick it from this point and I'll come over to this point and I'll press it here. So this is what I'm having right now. I'll come and copy my indicator. I'll do CO, enter. I'll copy my indicator from here. I'll paste it at this point and then copy this number of bars, because you know, from, because this banner is from here to here and this one we're having is also from here to here, so it's the same number of bars. So I'll just copy it and just paste it there. So I'll copy it and paste it at this point. So this is what I'm having right now. So what I'll be having is 26. So I'll just come over and copy this, CO, enter. So I like to copy from this point and I'll paste it at this point. You double click on this. Once you click on it, so we come over. This will be 16. We're having 16 numbers of bars, and the last bar mark that we did is 12, and also this is 200. Then this is B1, bottom reinforcement, not T again. In normal slab it is T, but in beam, but in Raft foundation slab it is B, bottom reinforcement. So this is what I'm having right now. This is what I'm having. So if you can see, we have done the the bottom reinforcement for this. So I will pause this video and do the one for this. Yeah, just following, sorry, and do the one for this, just following the exact thing that we mentioned. Remember, this is a small area, so we'll be using the dimension of this one we'll be using the dimension of this one instead of to use the dimension of the other, because anyone, because if it passes here, that means definitely it will pass here, and then we'll be using the dimension of this larger one instead of this smaller one, because if it is pass here, that means it will pass here. So I'll pause this video and do it immediately. This is what we are having right now. We have provided a top reinforcement for this. So this is the top reinforcement running across this beam and also this beam, because there will be a moment here. So there will be a moment here. So for that reason, we are providing this top reinforcement. Yes, we are not providing in a simply supported beam, because there is no moment across a simply supported beam. Yeah, there's no hugging moment. Not that there's no top moment. There's no hugging moment. But this is a foundation beam, so it will be acting downwards. That's the moment. So we have provided a bottom reinforcement for this. So we'll go for the verticals right now. So I'll provide a bottom reinforcement for this and also for this. So let's do for this, and then I'll pause the video and do for this. So first, we'll come and click on our dimension to get the dimension from this point to this point. So I'm having it to be this. I'll right click again to repeat dimension. What is dimension from this point to this point? This is my dimension. Then I'll now bring out my calculator and say I'm going to do 5175 times 0.25. So I'm having 1293. So 1293. So I'll just convert it to 1003. So I'll convert it to 1003. Why in this case I'm having 3750 times 0.25. So I'm having 933, 937. So 937. So I'll convert it to 1 meter. So 1,301 meter. So I'll come over to, where would I do it now? I'll come over to, let me have it. I'll have it here. I'll do L, enter. I'll come back to this point from here to here. So to locate the center, L, enter. So for this side, I'm having it to be 1,000. That's 1 meter. Enter Y, L, enter. Y for this side, I'm having it to 1,300. Enter. Sorry, I made a mistake. Let me do Control Z. I'm having to be 1,300. Enter. So this is what I'm having right now. Then I'll click on this my dimension because I don't need this dimension again. I forgot to delete this dimension, and I'll also click on this my dimension. Do E. Enter, because I don't need them again. Then I'll come and match property, my top reinforcement, MA. Enter. So I'll come and match this property to this. So this is what I'm having right now. Then I'll click on, okay, I would like to adjust on certain things. Yes, I would like to adjust on certain things. So I would like to, let me say, bring this down. Enter. I would like to bring it down. I would like to bring it down, let me say, to this point. Yes, then I'll move this thing up. I want to make some certain adjustment. So my drawing will look a bit too, so my drawing will look neat. Yes, so I'll then move this thing up. I'll move it up. Enter. So I'll move it from this point to, let me say, to, let me drop it at this point. Yes, once I drop it at this point, I'm okay with it. So right now, I'll now do, that I'll come and click on my dimension to dimension from this point to this point. I'm having this 1,300. Repeat my linear again from this point to this point. So I'll be having this. So I'll come over and then to indicate where my bar is running. So it is running from, it will be running from this point upwards. Yes, I'm having this. So I'll escape. I'll try to move it backward a little bit. Enter. I'll try to move it to from here. I'll try to place it at close to this. Yes, so it will be spaced out at this point. So once I'm having this, remember concrete cover of what? 35. So I'll include it 35. Enter. Then I'll come over and copy this. CO. Enter. I'll copy this from here and I'll paste it at this point. So I'll also come over at this point and I'll like to copy this one, this double, CO. Enter. So I'll copy from this point and I'll come and paste it here. Then I also like to paste another one at this point, then and delete this one. Yes, and delete this one. E. Enter. So I'm having, remember, look at it from here to here is sentence. I'll just copy this. CO. Enter. So I'll copy it. Sorry, I did circle. CO. Enter. So I'll copy it from this point and I'll paste it at this point. Then I'll come and copy the one of this. Yes, look at it from here to here. It's something from here to here. CO. Enter. So I'll also copy it too. And why am I doing circle? CO. Enter. So I'll copy it from this point. I'll copy it and I'll try to paste it at this point. So this is what I'm having right now. So I'll bring up my indicator. I'll bring up my indicator. CO. Enter. So I'll copy it from this point. I'll paste it at this point. This is my indicator. So to indicate number of total bars running, I'm having, I'll come and copy this. CO. Enter. I'll copy from here and paste it here. So I'll come and check the total number of bars. 13 plus 9, that's 22. So I'll double click on this. Yeah, I'm having it to be 22. This is 16. Let's check the bar number. This is the last one we did. It is 13. Yeah, so I'm having this one will not be 14. This will not be 14. Remember, this will not be B1. But if it is a normal slab, if it's superstructure, it will not be T1. But for foundation, it will be B1. Yeah, I told you I made a mistake from beginning. Yeah, so pardon me for that. Yeah, so coming to this is what I'm having right now. So I'll pause this video and provide the top reinforcement for this. Yeah, so that this video will not take. And since I've done this, so you should be able to get this. Remember, I'll be using the length of this slab instead of using this smaller one because so far it will pass here. That means it will pass here. So I'll be using the length of this slab and then of these two. So I'll pause and do this.
If you are finding this video helpful, please don't keep it to yourself. You can do well to share it. If you're a student, share the link of this video in your class group. If you're a practicing engineer, you can also share the link of this video in your work group. You can do it right now. In fact, it won't even take you up to 10 seconds to do it. Just pause this video, click the share link, and then send it to your class group or your work group so that more people will get to see this and they will also learn alongside you.
So I've provided this top reinforcement. So look at it. It's running from this point to this point, and 2, it is 25 in numbers. And look at it, B1. So if you can see, we're having B1, so there should be B2. Yeah, that should be B2 because this reinforcement this reinforcement is running from this point to to this point. Yes, running from this point to this point. So it is just like this. Let me just say, let me just offset OFF, enter. So 225. Okay, sorry, our spacing is 200, enter. So then we may see this like this. This will be going like this, it will be going like this, it will be going like this till we reach this point, and also till this point. So there should be a distribution bar to hold this thing together. Yes, there should be a distribution bar. Like, let me say L, enter. Let me from here to here. Let me also match property so you understand. MA, enter. So I'll match the property. So I'll do OFF, enter. So the spacing of 200, I'll click on enter. Then there should be a distribution bar like this to hold it together. I don't know whether you understand. Yeah, there should be a distribution bar to hold this top reinforcement together. So I'll do Control Z to undo all these things I've done here. So so this is where I am right now. So that means I'll be providing a distribution bar. So that distribution bar should be running from this point to this point. Yes, because this bar will run from here to here. So that this is my distribution bar. I will do L, enter. So that my distribution bar should be from this point to this point. Yes, yeah. So I'll do MA, enter. So I'll still match it because it's still a button reinforcement. I don't know whether you understand it. My distribution bar should run from, because this reinforcement now, this reinforcement is running from this point. Look at it, it's running from this point. Sorry, okay, look at it, it's running from this point to this point. So you can see it's running from here and stop here, then cross this beam and continue, and then stop here. So this reinforcement now is running from here to here. So this distribution bar will hold it together as it's running from here to that, from here to here. That means this distribution bar is also running from here to here. Yeah, but if we make this distribution bar this lengthy, our drawing will not look beautiful, like it will look tata. So for that reason, I'll be cutting this thing short. So I'll just put it that distribution bar is just from here to here. This is why putting this is just to indicate for them inside that this has a distribution bar. So I'll just leave this thing as my distribution bar. So right now I'll do L, enter. So I'll trace this line, I'll trace it outward from here. So I'll also escape. Okay, don't worry, I'll move it because it's touching this. So I'll bring it to the other side. So I'll do M, enter. So I'll write to bring it over to this side. Yes, I have to bring it over to this side. So this distribution banner, remember the length is from here to here. That's the length, but it is running from here to here. I don't know whether you understand. The length of this distribution bar is from here to here. That's the length. Why it is running from here to here? Because you offset 200, offset 200, offset 200. So right now, so I'll come and copy this. I'll come and copy the CO, enter. Then I'll copy it from this point and I'll paste it at this point. Yes, so I'll do R, enter to know where this one is stopping. So it's stopping here. I'll also now come and copy this. I'll come and copy this. I'll do C, O, enter. So I'll copy this from here. I'll also come and paste it at this point. Yes, and I'll delete this thing. I did this thing, so I'll know where this thing is stopping. A, enter. Hope you understand it. So this distribution bar will run from this point to this point, but the length is from here to here. That's the length. So I'll come and copy this. Do C, O, enter. So I'll copy it from this point and I'll paste it at this point. Yes, so I'll now check the length to know what to know how many this distribution bar will be. So I'll check from here to here. I'm having 1797. So 1797 divided by the spacing. The spacing is 200. So I'm having it to be 8.9. That means 8.9. 8.9. That means there will be 9 numbers of this reinforcement running from here to here. 8.9. 8.9 convert it to 9. So there will be 9 numbers running from here to here. So I'm only having it as 9. I'll come and copy this my indicator CO, enter. So I'll copy this indicator from here and I'll paste it at this point. So this is what I'm having right now. Sorry, I don't get it well. I'll do Control Z. I'll paste it at this point. So this is what I'm having right now. Then I'll come and copy this. Do C, O, enter. So I'll copy it from this point and I'll also paste it at this point. So right now I will now double click. Yeah, let me double click on it. Wait, I'll double click. Let's wait for it. So it is now 9, not 19. 9. Then this will be 17. Sorry, why 16? Sorry. Then this will be 17. Yeah, because the last one we did is 16. Why this will now be B2, B2, B2. B2, you know, we have been doing B1. Yeah, this one is the distribution bar of this, so it will be B2. So what we'll do now is that I'll come and copy this. Where is it again? Look at it. I'll come and copy this. I'll do C, O, enter. I'll come and copy this and I'll place it here and I'll change this. I'll put a test here. So I'll delete everything. I'll write provide B2 for all B1. So this is what I'll write. Provide B2 for all B1. Yeah, because this is B2, so you should provide B2 for all B1. So I'll leave this like this. So with this now, I'm through. So the next thing that I'll be doing now is to mirror everything that I'm having here and mirror it to this side. Or you can just write provide same reinforcement, or you can just write provide same reinforcement as this, so that once they see, they'll know that you're having the same thing. Any of them, you can decide to mirror, or you can just decide to right, provide the same reinforcement. Oh, I forgot, there's still one thing. We have not detailed this toe slab. Yes, we have not detailed this toe slab, but detailing is very easy. So let me just detail one. So you see, let me just detail one. Remember, I'll do L, enter. There are two reinforcements running across this toe slab, like this. Yes, like this. And I'll come and include my concrete cover of what for toe slab. The concrete cover that we'll be using for toe slab will be 50. Yeah, because this is exactly soil, so it is exposed to soil in all directions. So I'll be using the concrete cover of 50. Click on enter. So this is my concrete cover. But remember, this is a toe slab, so reinforcement will be provided for both at the bottom and at the top. This is a toe slab. You'll be having reinforcement at both bottom and also at both top. Yeah, you'll be having reinforcement at both. So I'll not be including my sidebar. My sidebar will be seen because this is a sidebar. Look at, yeah, this is a sidebar. My sidebar will be seen if you see my detailing. Yeah, once it comes to my detailing, that's where you see my sidebar. So this is what I'm having right now. Then I'll do L, enter, and also provide from here to here. Yes, this is what I'm having. I'll also include my concrete cover of 35. Enter. So this is what I'm having right now. Then I'll come and match property. I'll do MA, enter. There's to match property. Remember, this slab now will provide for both the bottom and at the top. So I'll just do only for this. Then on your own, you not do the remaining. So I'll come. What I'll do now is that I'll do L, enter to identify where it is running from. So I'll do from here to it's running across this. Now I'll come and copy my indicator. Yes, I'll copy my indicator. CO, enter. I'll copy it. That is it. This is it. So remember, I'm trying to indicate where this one is running. So I'll put it here. So this is running. Okay, since this thing is too big, I'll scale it down. SC, enter. I'll locate the center. I'll scale it down by 0.7575. Yeah, because it's too big. So it will be smaller. So this one, it is running from. I'll come and copy this. I'll come and copy this. Yes, I'll copy this. CO, enter. I'll copy this from this point and I'll come and paste it at. Hey, I could have wait. Let me copy it again. So I'll come and copy this. I'll come and copy this CO, enter. Then I'll copy it from this point and then I'll come and paste it at this point. So if you see what it's still too big, so I'll scale it down. I'll do SC, enter. I'll locate my base point, which should be here 0.75, enter. So this is what I'm having. I've scaled it down. So this I'll come and copy this one too. Yeah, I'll come and copy this. I'll do CO, enter. Then I'll copy this. I'll copy it from here. Will not be offsetting from here. Yeah, because this one is touching our beam directly. So I'll not offset anything from here. So this I'm having. I'll paste it here. Then I'll scale it down. SC, enter. I'll come from here. I'll locate 0.75. So enter. So this is what I'm having right now. So this beam is running from here to here. So there's no space to include the number of bars. So I'll just give that number of bars. CO, enter. So I'll copy it from this point to I'll paste it here. Then what I'll do is that I'll change this. I'll change it. Okay, I can just decide to do the number of bars. Okay, let me escape. Let's just check the number of bars. Yeah, so they will know aside. Let's check the number of bars from here to this point. So I'm having it to be 5865. So you do 5865 divided by 200. So you'll be having 29.34. So it automatically turn into 30. So remember, it automatically turn into 30. So I'll double click on this. Yeah, I'll double click on this. I'll delete, undo, and 30. T16. Then this will not be 018. The last one is 17. So this will not be 18. So 200. So I will not remove whether it is T1 or T2 because this one will be both T1 and it will be both T2. It will be seen in my section. So I will not escape. Though this one I'm having right now. Then I'll do another one. I'll come and do L, enter. Enter. That's from here to here. Remember, this call out line is for this. I'll do CO, enter. I'll copy it from here. I made a mistake. I not copy it at the center. Let me just paste it at this point. Yeah. So this is what I'm having right now. Okay, let me now move it. Enter. So I'll move it and place it at the center. Yeah, so this is what I'm having right now. So I'll still offset my concrete cover of what? 35. This is it. Then I'll come and copy this indicator. So I'll do CO, enter. I'll copy this indicator from here and I'll come and paste it here. Remember, I'll scale this down by 0.75. I'll do SC, enter. Then I want to scale down by 0.7, not 75. I want to use 7 now. So enter. Then I'll also scale this one down. Yes, I'll scale this one down. SC, enter, and scale down by 0.7. Enter. So it will be small. Hey, I not specify the base point. That's the mistake that I did. So I'll do Ctrl Z. I not specify the base point. So I'll do again. SC, enter. This will be my base point 0.7. Enter. So this one I'm having right now. Then I'll come and copy another one, which is this. I'll copy the CO, enter. I'll copy it from here and I'll come and paste it at this point. Yes, and I will still scale it down. I'll still scale it down. SC, enter. You locate the base point, which is this, then 0.7, enter. So this is what I'm having now. I want to do L, enter. Remember, I'm trying to call out this. Yeah, remember, I don't want to have any text beneath here. Yes, I don't want to have any text. So I want to have my text here and on top, and also at this side. I don't want to have any text beneath here. So that's why I'm trying to call it out here. So I'll be having this thing at this point, and then I will call it out. Only initially, there's no space. There's no space. Since there's no space, what I'll do is that I'll do L, enter. I'll do L, enter. I'll from here, I will come down a little bit, yes, and then take it right this since there is no space. Then I will copy this, do C, O, enter. Yes, I will bring it down to this point. So let's go and check the number. Let's check the number. We'll come and click on dimension. We'll click on dimension. From this point to this point, I'm having 465. So 465 will do 465 divided by 200. So I'm having 2.3, 2.3. So it will automatically turn into 3. Yeah, 2.3 will now change to 3. So I'll do 3. Then this will now be 19, 19, and then this will not be, this will still be 200. So this is what I'm having right now. So this is how to detail your toe slab. Then you can also follow this Ikede method and do everything. So I'll just leave it at this. So on your own, you can get the CAD file on your own. After doing everything, you now mirror it. You now mirror it to this point, and then also do your whole toe slab. Yes, on your own, you can mirror it to this point and also do your whole toe slab. Or should we mirror it? Okay, let's mirror this thing. Okay, let's mirror it. So you see how to mirror it. So you come select everything, one of everything that you used. I use this, I also use this, I use this, I use this. I'll select my call out. Just select one of all the things that you know that you used. See my dimension, see this, then I'll come over and select this. I think I've selected one of everything that I know that I used. I'll come and select this whole thing here. I'll also select this whole thing here. Then I will now select this whole thing. So I think I've selected one of everything other than it. So you now like click on what, select similar. So you see, because everything has been selected. So you now come zoom out. Once you zoom out, okay, you zoom out to this. Once you zoom out, you hold your shift key. Hold your shift key. Deselect everything here. Yes. Come again. Hold your shift key. Deselect everything. And then zoom down to stone bridge terrain template. Hold your shift key. Deselect everything here. You now zoom out again, coming over to this point. So if you see everything has been selected. Yes, these ones too, we are also selected. So you can still hold your shift key, hold your shift key, hold your shift key, and deselect everything here. Yes, deselect everything here. This one too, they are still selected. You can still hold your shift key and deselect them. And deselect them, yes, and deselect them. So if you see everything has been all the things that we need has been what, selected. So I'll just mirror it. Even these ones, they are selected, so you can equally leave it. I'll still mirror it. So you now type MI, which stands for mirror, enter. So remember, this is our structure. So if you want to locate the center of this, you can either use this line and locate the center, but I will advise you to use this beam line, because you know this is staircase, and two, this part is a mirror of this part. So this staircase now is just like the center line of this whole structure. So I'll come and locate the center of this. I'll come and locate the center from this. I think this is the center. Yeah, I think when we are doing this, we use this. I will use the center. So I'll just try and locate the whole center. Let's shake. So this is the center. This is the center. Anywhere you are seeing triangle, triangle means center. Center of any line is what, triangle. For example, let me show you. If you see here, will not give me a triangle. Yes, I see it here. It will not give me a triangle because this is not the center of this line. Yeah, but if I eventually and also look at here, it's not giving me a triangle because this is not the center of this line. But if it is the center, it will give you a triangle. So this is my center. I'll click on this. Once I click on this, I'll make sure your auto key is being turned on. Make sure your auto key is being turned on. So I will come like this. Look at it. I'll place it. I'll make sure that I have a straight line. So I'll place it here. Then come and click on no. Don't erase the source object. No. So if you see, this is what I'm having right now. I've successfully mirrored it. But if you see these ones too, they are mirrored. I mistakenly select it. So what I'll do now is that I will delete it. Yeah, I'll be deleting all these ones. I'll delete it. Yeah, because they are mirrored too. It's a mistake. I forgot to remove it. So I'll pause this video and just delete them. Only this, because all that they are mirrored, they are all correct. So after this, now we'll do the sectioning of this drawing. Yeah, and we'll be through. So I'll just pause this video and delete all this. So I've deleted it. So if you can see, it is now one reinforcement. So next thing is to cut the sectioning. If you watched our beam layout, if you have not watched it, please go and watch it. Where we did the beam layout of this, you see that we have a similar reinforcement with this. Like, I'll come and use this their sectioning. I could have done it from the beginning, but I'll show you. I'll tell you the reason why I'm using this their sectioning. I'll do C, O, enter. So I'll copy this. I'll copy this from here, and I'll remove my auto click. And I'll like to place it at, let me just place it at this point. After place, I'll explain what I want to explain before I will now move it to where it will be. So this is how it will look like. This is how your section will look like. This beam will be like this. But on your own, this will be having two here. What, this and this? You delete this. Okay, this is our own. So I'll delete this and also delete this. Yes, and also I'll come and delete this and also delete this. Yes, I want to use their own. I'll also come, but as me, it's not the same thing. I could have started from beginning, but since it is the same thing, so I just want to use their own. I'll just come and delete this, and also from here to here, I'll also delete everything that I'm having here, and I'll also delete this center one. Yes, I'll also delete this, and then I'll also come over to this point and also delete this. Yes, I'll do E, enter. So I've deleted everything. So what I'll do now is that I'll just come and copy this. I'll come and copy this and also copy this and do C O enter. Remember, on our own, we are having just two sidebars. Yeah, so that's why I deleted everything to just include only two. So I'm having only two sidebars. That's in our own, only two sidebars. So from here again, and then I'm having another one. Let me say is here. Yes. Also, remember also some of this will be deleted too. Yes, let me just I'll leave it in two. It will be two because this is also a beam. There should even be a reinforcement here. Sef. There should be a reinforcement at this side. So what I'll do is that I'll just come and delete everything like this. I'll just come and delete everything. Yes, I'll come and delete everything. And also in this side, I'll come and delete everything. Yeah, because there should be a reinforcement this side. So I'll come and delete everything and I'll do E, enter. So I'll come again and copy this. I'll copy this and copy this and then copy my reinforcement, copy my reinforcement, and also copy my reinforcement, copy my reinforcement, do C O enter. So C O enter, I'll like to copy from this center line. Yes, I'll like to copy from this center line and I'll paste it at this point. Yes, I'll also come again at this point and I'll paste it at this. I'll paste it at this point. Yeah, so this is what I'm having right now. Then this one I'll take it backward because it should be stopping together with this. So I'm having it to be this. Let's just leave it like this. So this is what I'm having right now. I'm okay with it. I don't know what this line is for, but I'll just delete it. E enter. Then I don't also know what this line is for, but I will still delete it. E enter. So this is what I'm having right now. This is auto slab. This is it. This is it. Then you can just adjust this thing. I'll just adjust only this side. So the depth that we had is 1,000. That's 1,000. That's 1 meter. So if you do 200, our depth of slab is 200. Our toe depth is also 200. So 400, 1,000 minus 400, we're having 600. So I'll change this to 600. So change it to 600. I'll click on end. Sorry, I'll just click outside. Then change this to 500 because our own is also 500. So I'll change it to 500 because our own is 500. Yeah, I think we are to. Then using this now, you can adjust this and also this is we are having 200, 200. Then the depth is 1,300. That's what they use, but our own we used 1,000. So I'm having this. Yeah. So with this now, let me show you the reason why I copied this section in now. The reason why I copied this section because it's look exactly like here across this my slab. For example, if you see, I'm having a small area, a beam, then this is the smallest area. Look at it, a beam, a small area. Then I'm having this big area. Then look at another beam. So look at it, this big area, beam. So I'm also having another big area. Look at it, beam, and also look at that big area, then beam. Then you now see my two slab. So the reason why I copied their section is because if I cut it across here, it will look exactly like this. So what I'll do now is that I'll come. Okay, our own will not use grid. But you can come. I can come and shape from here. I can come from here because if you watched the video that we did, you see that we copied this one too. So it's exactly the same thing. So look at it, GECA. So I'll just come and change my own too. So I'll double click on this G. Yes, I'm having it to be G, E, after E, I'm having C, then A. So this is what I'm having. Then you can equally change the dimensions because in this one I also change the dimensions. So you can equally change the dimension. You can just adjust it. But after I'll come and copy this. This one we did in our last video. I'll come and copy this. In case you have not watched it, you can equally go and watch it. See, enter. I can copy it from. Let me say I'll copy from this staircase. So I'll copy it from this staircase and then I'll come over to this point and I'll paste it here. Yes, I'll paste it here. So this is it now. So this is the section. But it's directly on this. So what I will do now is that I'll adjust it a little bit. I'll move. Okay. Let me just scale it down. Let's see. Enter. I want to scale it down by 0.75. Enter. So it's better now. Let me just scale it down. So I'll now move it. Okay. I'll also select this one because I like to move both of them together. So I'll now do enter. So I'll now move it from this point to I'll now drop it here. So at this point I'll come and copy this. I'll copy this and also move this upward. I'll also move this upward, and drop it at this point. So this is my sectioning. I can come over to here, do enter, then copy this section and place it at the top here. Yeah, so once you are through with everything, you now do SL, enter. SL is for construction line. I'll do V, enter. So I'll come and place it at this. I'll place it at this point, and I'll also place it at this point. So I'll do another one, S, enter, H, enter. So I'll place it at this point. I'll then do TR, enter. That's to trim, TR, enter. So I'll trim from this point to this point, and let's wait for it to trim. Let's wait for it to trim. Then I'll also trim this side. Okay, I'll trim from this point again to this point. Yes, let's wait for it to trim. Let's wait for it to trim. And then I'll also trim from here to here. So these are I'm having right now. Yes, then I'll escape. Then click on these lines and delete them because I don't need them again. E, enter. So this is what we are having right now. So let me bring this drawing closer. Enter. So I'll draw it closer and I'll drop it here. Yeah, so this is the section from here to here, and this is what you'll be seeing. Remember, after on your own, you detail these two slabs very well. You detail it all, and just what I have done here, you do it here. You also do it here. Just do it all, and then I'll come and copy this. I'll come and copy this. Enter, copy it from this point, and I'll come and paste it at this point. Yes, this is what I'm having right now. Then I would like to move this away, a little bit away. Enter. I'll drop it at this point. Then I'll copy this. I'll copy this, yes, and I'll also copy, move it from here. I'll do C, O, enter. So I'll copy from the center, and then I would like to place it at the center of this, yes, and I would like to scale it down. I like to scale it down by 0.55. So I'll do SC, enter, locate the base point. So I'll choose here to be my base point, and I'll scale it down by 0.55. Yes, I'll click on enter. So yeah, it matched. I'm accurate too. So I would like to move it up, enter a bit, move it up a bit. I like to move it up a bit. So this is what I'm having right now. So right now I'm through. Yeah, I'm through with this detailing. Hope you gained a lot from this, and hope you understand the reason why my bottom reinforcement in normal slab, once it comes to foundation, it became top reinforcement, because the soil is acting upward. That means causing this moment. Why in a normal slab, human load, that's the life load and dead load, they are acting downwards, causing this moment. Why in terms of soil is acting upward. Why in no, and also this column is acting downwards, trying to transmit its load to the soil, and soil is trying to resist it. Please, if you find this video helpful, please do where to share, also do where to like it. Yes, you can get the car file and practice on your own. Practice makes perfect. If you watch 100 videos and another person will just watch only 10 and practice those 10 that he watched, I bet you that person will be far better than you. So make sure you practice, don't just watch. I know how I got good. The way I got good is to practice. Yes, it's to practice. Yeah, I not just keep on learning. No, the more you learn, the more you practice. As you learn, as it does. If you are learning, you also be practicing. Yes, because learning goes in hand with practice. Because if you want to master anything, it's to do repetition, and repetition comes from practice. Yeah. So with this, I hope I've done a lot by imparting or conveying my knowledge to you.